The tux was hanging by the bedroom door, pressed, clean black lapels. She had picked it out with me 3 months ago, said it made me look less boring. I didn't argue. I almost never did. Her phone was on the charger. She was in the shower. I wasn't looking for anything. I just tapped the screen to check the time. That's it. Notifications lit up like a slot machine. Instagram, WhatsApp. 2 texts from Cameron work. 1 unread photo. I didn't open anything, not right away. Instead, I stood there, still like I'd walked in on someone else's life. Steam rolled out from under the bathroom door. She was humming, not a care in the world. I just sat on the edge of the bed, staring at her phone like it was a puzzle I already knew the answer to. When she came out, towel wrapped, she didn't notice anything. She asked me if the hotel sent back the head count. I said yes. We were at 198. She smiled and said, perfect. That night, after she fell asleep, I read everything. The texts weren't explosive, just deliberate, precise. Every emoji was curated, every message timed. He's sweet but predictable. I can't wait to see your room again. Let's keep things calm this week. He gets weird around the wedding stuff. Weird. There were no confessions, no naked photos. Just 2 adults making quiet space for a lie to live between them. I didn't cry. I didn't even feel angry. I just stared at the ceiling, memorizing the fan blades as they rotated. 3-speed. Wobbling on the 3rd notch. Didn't tell her I knew. I didn't ask who Cameron really was. I didn't say anything at all. Instead, the next morning, I called the venue. I need to speak with someone about a cancellation. They asked for the reason. I said, change in circumstances. I left the tux hanging by the door, and I started making calls. 2 weeks before the wedding, we were scheduled to meet the florist. She texted me that morning, said she'd be late, running behind. Babe, just tell them, ivory, not white. You know the difference, right? I replied. Got it. She never noticed I stopped using emo.jis. At the florist's. I confirmed the color she wanted. Ivory, roses, no lilies. She hated those. I made notes. Smiled when the planner asked if I was excited. Said, absolutely, I wasn't. After that, I stopped at the print shop. The invitations had already been sent, but the reception menus hadn't gone to press yet. I walked in, gave them our code, and said we needed a slight revision. No longer needed. Wedding is cancelled. Please delete the file. The guy blinked. Cancelled. You want that in writing? No, I said. I just want it gone. Then I drove to the hotel where we blocked the rooms. I had used my account, my card, my email. Everything was under my name. I spoke to the manager. Explained that we wouldn't be needing the 20 rooms we'd reserved. I paid the cancellation fee quietly and had the refund redirected to my personal savings. That evening, she came home, complaining about her sister's bridesmaid dress not fitting. I nodded, stirred the sauce I was cooking. She kissed my cheek like nothing was wrong. She asked what I did that day. Errands, I said. She asked if I remembered to finalize the cake flavors. I said, I did. I had, but only because I wanted the baker to stop production. The next morning, I sent a group email to the photographer, the DJ, the shuttle service, the bartender. Polite, professional. Wedding cancelled. Thank you for your understanding. No reasons. No drama, just silence. She was too busy to notice. Bridal showers. Waxing appointments. Fake laughs over the phone with people she'd later ghost after the event. I watched her float through our apartment, like a woman preparing for someone else's life. And maybe she was. That weekend, she went to visit her mum. Said she needed one last girls' night before tying the knot. I told her to have fun. As soon as she left, I pulled out the lease agreement. The apartment was mine. I had added her for convenience when she moved in. Utilities, cable, even the Netflix password. All reversible. I opened my laptop. I changed everything back when she got back Sunday night. She brought home a bride-to-be sash and a half-drunk bottle of champagne. Said her mom cried twice and her sister booked a massage for the morning of the wedding. I asked if she had fun. She said, too much. I watched her pull off her shoes, scrolled through her phone, then laugh softly at something. She didn't show me. I didn't ask. The next morning I called her office and asked for Cameron. I told the receptionist I was confirming attendance for the wedding. She transferred me. His voice was young, sharp, like a guy who was always halfway into a smirk. Cameron speaking. Hey, I said. I am Sarah's fiancé. Just calling to double check. Are you still planning to attend the wedding? A pause. Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, unless she changes her mind. He tried to laugh. I didn't. Got it, I said. Thanks. Looking forward to meeting you in person. I hung up that evening. She asked what I wanted to do after the wedding. I told her I was thinking of a road trip. Quiet, coastal, somewhere small. She smiled. That sounds boring, but sweet. I nodded later that night, while she was asleep. I drafted the message. One for her. One for my side of the guest list. One for hers. All scheduled to send the morning of the wedding. I included the same sentence in each. The wedding is cancelled. Please do not contact me further. Her version had one addition. Cameron seems like a better fit. Take care. 2 days before the ceremony, I asked her if she wanted to go over the seating chart one more time. She waved it off. It's fine. What's done is done. She was half right. I called the venue one last time. Told them not to mention the cancellation to anyone. Who called, just forward the inquiry to me. I had everything redirected to a dummy email account I created the day I read her texts. The day before the wedding, she went out to get her nails done with her maid of honor. I packed a small bag. Just essentials. Nothing dramatic. Then I took my suit off the door and hung it back in the closet. She came home glowing. I feel like tomorrow's gonna be perfect, she said. I looked at her, said nothing. The clock was ticking. The wedding was set for 11 a.m. Outdoors, white chairs on a trimmed lawn. Her aunt flew in from Denver. Her college roommate booked a hotel 3 towns over. Everyone was ready except the groom. I was gone. By 6:30 I left the key on the kitchen counter and locked the door behind me. At 7:05, her message came in. Where are you? Hair team's almost here. I didn't reply. By 8 o'clock she was calling. The tone was still sweet, performative. Babe, seriously, don't stress me. Just let me know you're on the way. I didn't answer. At 8:37, I sent the scheduled texts. One to her, one to her parents, one to every guest. A friend of hers replied with a question mark. I ignored it. One of my cousins just texted respect. That one, I saved. By 9:10, she called again. 5 times. Then 6. What are you doing? Don't make this a scene. My family is here. This isn't funny. Still nothing from me. At 9:46, I sent her the final message. Just a screenshot. Her messages with Cameron. Cropped. Clear. Dated. Underneath I wrote, turns out I do know the difference between ivory and white. She didn't respond. At 10:15, I got a call from the venue coordinator. She's here. She's crying. People are asking questions. I said, tell them the groom cancelled. That's all. At 11 o'clock, the music played to an empty aisle. By 11:07, guests started leaving. Some quietly, some loudly. Her sister screamed something about ruining her life. The bartender said he never got to pour a drink. I watched a grainy live stream someone posted to social. The comments filled up fast. Some mocking, some angry. One just said, yikes. She finally called again. At 12:32, I answered. You humiliated me, she whispered. No, I said. You did that 2 months ago. I just sent the invitations. Silence. Then she asked, almost like a reflex. Can we talk about this? I ended the call. I moved out that same afternoon. Small storage unit. Month-to-month lease. I paid 3 months in advance. Cash. She showed up at the old apartment 2 days later. Texted first, then rang the bell. Then started pounding. A neighbor told her I was gone. Said I left no forwarding address. I had already rerouted my mail. Cancelled our joint credit card. Froze the shared bank account. The one where I had deposited every check from my freelance contracts over the last year. She called again that night. No voicemail. Just silence. The next morning, her mother emailed me. Sarah is devastated. This could have been handled better. I replied once. I agree. It should have been then. I blocked the entire thread. I called my friend Derek, the one who'd offered to sublease his studio downtown a month ago. I moved in the same evening. Mattress on the floor. Second-hand table. Peace. For weeks. She tried new numbers. Email accounts. Even had a mutual friend message me on LinkedIn. I ignored them all. One of her texts said, it was just flirting. I never slept with him. I didn't respond. Not because I believed her, but because I didn't care. A month later, I got a letter from the venue. Refund processed. Transferred back to my account. Same with the catering deposit. I had kept all receipts. Made sure every signature was mine. Her name was never on a single document. She got nothing. No venue. No wedding. No closure. I kept the suit. still in plastic. Sometimes, I think about that morning, the chairs, the silence, the perfect weather. Everyone dressed up for a celebration that never happened. That was the justice. No shouting, no revenge plot, no public meltdown, just truth, delivered cleanly. Somewhere out there. She's probably still telling people I overreacted. That's fine. Because I'm not telling this story to be heard. I'm telling it so I don't have to tell it again.